Girls and guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's been about a couple of weeks. Just been trying to catch up on some stuff, but we are back, and we have got a Focus ST. Seems to be getting a lot of the Ford ST stuff in recently. In for a subframe swap and a few of the bushes. Now, customer states MOT advised it was rusty a while ago. It's about to be due an MOT, and he definitely thinks it's going to need a subframe. Quote, he had a poke around and it's a little bit holy. Have no idea what I'm about to get into, so let's find out. Let's go up and see what lies beneath. Genuinely excited, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's rusty, but it's not terrible. So, I mean, yeah, it is flaky. I don't know how bad that will be when we start digging into it. But I mean, okay, all right, yeah, okay. It's got a little hole in it. I mean, I'm gonna get a screwdriver and see if I can make it worse. Yeah, okay. It is slightly weakened. Well, definitely weakened, and it's not going to really stand test of time, is it? So, customers being preventative, which is good. I like this because it only causes bigger problems later on in life. But yeah, hole there, as we can see, not terrible. And plus, he loves the car, so he's looking after it in the right way. So, we are replacing frame, arms, anti-roll bar D bushes, subframe bush, and subframe bush up there. But first things first, we're going to get this one off. So wheels off, can leave the lower arms on, steering rack disconnected from the rack, lower engine mount disconnected. We're going to take the roll bar off with the subframe, because that seems like a good idea to do today. And then we've got a load of stuff on the floor. With the video on this ST that I'm doing now, the Focus ST, I'm going to do it as like how you change the lower arms, how you change the roll bar bushes, and how you change the subframe. Then again, I'm doing the roll bar bushes probably on the floor for access. So I think it'll be changing the lower arms and changing the subframe. So I'm going to take the lower arms off while it's in the air here, and just kind of make it a multi-purpose video. When doing it, spray loose juice on everything. Don't forget, because this has got xenons, to remove this 8mm didgeridoo. Is it 8mm? Yes, it was 8mm. 8mm bolt that goes into that, and make sure on the new arms you have the hole for it, because that is important. So, and obviously these are our list of parts that were going on. 2 arms, Powerflex bushes, subframe bushes. They're going to be fun. So much fun. They ask, why am I doing the lower arms up in the air? 1, I need the bolts for the new arms because I don't have any. And 2, it makes the subframe lighter. I'm getting old, my back hurts. So yeah, it makes the subframe lighter. I've already removed the bolt, which is a 15 for the lower engine mount here. So now the engine is free, single, and ready to mingle. For any other available ST engines that want to meet this one, I'll put the link in the description. Now, go whip off the lower arms, give myself some working space to get to the track to get to the steering rack bolts, drop links, so on and so forth. If you're going to replace the lower arms, before you do anything, if you're watching this video first, I'll put it in the description, order some new lower arm pinch bolts, because they be seized and then they don't want to come out. That's what these ones look like. They are no longer of any use to anyone and solely fit for the scrap. They were seized in there. They were officially part of the car at one point. A lot of beating. Even tried to save them and beat the crap out of the nut as well. That was an 18, now it's a 19. So yeah, I need to order 2 new ones of those. Nothing but delaying a job. So quick update, that bolt come out lovely. These were seized in to death. Now undoing these, I can get to that one, which is 21 from the top, nut and bolt. This one I can't get to. Now there was a little triangular bracket down there. That bolt, and then there's 2 13s and a 15. And you remove that, and then you can get your hand quite nicely in here, which you can't see, Yeah, there's my finger. To the top bolt to hold the 21 to undo that lower arm bolt there. And then you've nearly got the lower arms off and out. Right, so lower arms are out, they leave it out. Turns out that the anti-roll bar bushes are supported by the bracket there. So that is the bottom bracket, so don't need to split anything there. We're just gonna leave this chilling in the wind. I've loosened off this bolt here. It goes through here, and these do not look healthy in any way. They are quite rusted. Now I can't get quite to the back one there. Can't get to the back one there, so I'm gonna just drop the subframe down a little bit. This bolt's undone nice. That one's undone nice. That one's undone nice. That one feels like it might be two halves very, very soon. So I am being super gentle. And next bit is going to be the bolt in my hand, be it in two pieces or one, we're going to find out. Good news! It took me 11 minutes to work it in and out, and the bolt has come loose. I wasn't scared, you were scared. Now I'm going to gain access to the two more 15mm steering rack bolts. These ones in particular, I just realised, I've forgotten, got to do these 10mm, two 10mm for the exhaust. Let me get them off now before I forget. Right, update. Realistically, I should have just undone the 13 or 10mm nut in there and just taken it all down. But I like to make my life awkward. I just realised I can't get on this one properly because the heat shield is in the way, but I can move that, and I'm going to undo that one nicely now that I've got a lot more room here because I've lowered it down a bit. And she's pretty much like free single and ready to mingle again. I've used that one before. So I'm going to whip this bolt out, and then I'm going to work on this one. I'm just going to do one at a time. If I could have changed my options, I would have undone it from the car, taken the whole rack down, swapped it over, bish bash bosh. But I like to make my life awkward. And this is me making my life awkward. So let's undo these bolts, and then it is literally coming off in my hand. Well, work has indeed come to a halt. You'll notice I've wedged a nut in there because I need to cut through that bolt because the head is gone and it is just not undoing. It has seized absolutely solid in there. Plus, the other two bolts didn't come out nicely. So I've got an order from Ford, 2 new pinch bolts, 3 new subframe bolts, because this is the reason why. I mean, they're just not going back in. I think this one isn't actually as bad. No, that's just as terrible. So yeah, this isn't going to be a today job. So because of that one just going horribly wrong, I'm just going to cut straight through it, I hope. And then subframe is off. I have got it resting on that, but yeah. Old hub nut to the rescue to support. Now, let's get snippy. Right, that bolt is now 2 pieces, which is good. Now, I nearly forgot, there is wiring on the passenger side here, which needs popping off. So I'm gonna grab the trim tool, pop that off, and then subframe down. So we can see in better detail now, the subframe, although still relatively in one piece, not holding up pretty well. So I reckon, well, either way, it's got a little hole here. So it's, yeah, it was very much the right option. Now let's remove the annoying bolt. That bolt just will not come out. Okay, I've done a quick compare to Meerkat. They look identical, which is perfect. This is what I want. Now, got to get them bushes out and get the new bushes in. This is now officially scrap. I'm gonna not scrap it yet. I'm gonna wait because I might swap that out, depending on which one's in the better condition. All right, we're out with the old bushes, in with the new bushes. Now it's time to go. We've also just had a nice delivery of steering rack bolts and pinch bolts. So let's build a car up. Well, that's one off. That's kind of what they should look like. I mean, I did actually have to remeasure to make sure they're the correct ones, but yeah, definitely up and away. The new bolts, 3 new bolts are in, 1, 2, and you can't see 3, but it is there. They're in an FT. Now, while I'm in this position, I'm going to indeed slip the lower arms on. The new Powerflex bushes are in. So I'm going to slip the arms on and then just really whack it all together. Move it onto that ramp for an alignment once I've fixed an exhaust blow on that. And connect the lower engine mount. So yeah, overall, it's always the fun part. Once you've done all the messing around, changing the bushes and everything like that, the fun bit is always just the refit, ready to rock and roll. So let's get the lower arms on. All right, lower arms are in. Swap the clip over, and the xenon headlight leveler is bolted in. That's an 8mm. They're just sitting on the mounts. I've left the back loose because obviously they're bolted through the lower arm and the anti-roll bar bracket. So I'm gonna nip them up in a minute, and then I'm gonna put the rest of the subframe in and on. Lower engine mount, wheels on, wheel alignment. Everything is all on, engine mounts on, new unmushroomed pinch bolts going in. Okay, everything's on, we're all marked up, FT'd and torqued where possible. She's all good, wheels on. In fact, before I do that, I'm gonna make sure, because I can't bother to do it on that ramp, that these all are adjusting and movable, if you know what I mean. So that way I'm not stuck when doing the alignment. All right, down on the floor, road test, then time for alignment. Oh, nice positive road test. Drive's actually fairly straight. We're still gonna do the alignment anyway. Yes, no seatbelt, I've just taken it off, private property. So, gonna get it ready for a wheel alignment and then take it on its final road test, and then customer comes to collect. Well, that was one rusty subframe fixed. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe to the channel. Don't know how much it showed you, but it's all good. Until next time, done.